It's going really, really well. Need a moment though. There's just so much drama on the reunion stage. I just need some me time. Get a little sugar. Have my sugar, like I'm a little hypoglycemic. So I'm gonna drink some water, some sparkling water. Maybe that'll help me get a little energy. You know, these girls can bore me after a little while. Can we?
A lot of talk about Toya's house, which I was really shocked about because in 7 seasons, we really truly have seen Toya and Eugene, their entire family, be transparent about their financial issues. So for me, it was truly a blessing to see them buy their dream house. I mean, you got to think they're young, they're early 40s, and you know, just seeing where they started and to see them buy a multi-million-dollar house. For me, as a creator, executive producer, I'm the person that cast, you know, Toya. I'm very happy to see her and Eugene not only grow as individuals, but as a couple, and to be able to purchase and afford their house. Because at least you see where your money is going when you purchase property. So I don't know why Heavenly or anybody else was hating or saying so much negative stuff about her, because that's a blessing to be able to buy a house. I think a lot of it is she's young. And I don't care what anybody say. I think older women, sometimes, not all of them, get real bitter when young people do what they're just now doing, or, you know, that kind of thing. So I think it's been a lot of talk about Toya's house. I just want to say I'm really proud of them. I truly am happy for her, Eugene, and their entire family, because I think it's a blessing to see them be settled. Like she said, they have been moving a lot over the past few years. I've seen them in 4 houses. So to see them now settled is a blessing. And I just wish the group would have been a little bit more positive about her house. Don't care about how much she spent on it or how it was decorated, how high the ceilings are. Like, just to see a young person doing well and actually do something towards their dreams. So I was really shocked at, I shouldn't be shocked because, you know, some of these ladies are haters, but I was a little shocked at the fact that they are supposed to be friends with Toya, but was so negative about her and Eugene building, because it wasn't just the fact that they were purchasing a home, it's that they built their house. I mean, that's everybody's dream, to be able to build a house from the ground up. I think this season, I have to say, I kind of like Heavenly's perspective in relation to past seasons. Like, she wasn't on attack mode as much, and maybe I feel like that because she wasn't attacking me, because she did kind of lash out at Toya, and she lashed out at me like once or twice, but she typically does it like every single event in previous seasons, and she didn't this season. I just wish that she would have been quiet after the show, because I know she does an after show. I never watched her after the show because I heard it was bashing me so much, my family. But I think if she just sometimes would be quiet, she would give people around her enough time to show themselves. And that's why I was quiet a lot this season, because sometimes when you're talking, it gets all the energy and people don't focus on what they should be focused on, which are the others. So I wish Heavenly would have kind of took my cue this season, and I think she did during the season, and then after this season she kind of fell off the wagon and started kind of being negative. So I thought this season her perspective on the show was a lot more positive than her previous seasons. I ain't saying it was good. I'm just saying in relation to the old Heavenly, it looked like she was almost about to get better, but can't get quite right, but almost. But she was working her way towards there. I think anytime there's controversy or there's a conflict with women, and we tend to go on the physical attributes, calling somebody fat or ugly, sometimes we find ourselves deflecting on, you know, or, you know, just really being a sounding board of our own insecurities. So I think you see that a little bit at this reunion. I was shocked, like talking about people's body weight or that kind of thing, which is an issue that most women deal with. I mean, we can all find something that we want to change, so I think you see that with specific people in this group more than others because they are still facing challenges with their own weight or may not have come to terms with the outside on the inside, if that makes any sense. I mean, like their outside may have changed, but the inside hasn't caught up. As far as the beef with me and Quad, I think it's so dead. We haven't hung out in 6 years. I said this at the reunion, and I mean it wholeheartedly. I wish her well. Like, I'm not talking about her. I'm not leaking stories on her. I'm not whispering. Like, it's no point of doing that. We haven't hung out in years. Like, by now we're just affiliated by the group that I put together. So there's no other affiliation anymore. Like, whatever's happened in the past, it was just that. At this point, it's dead, it's buried, and I don't need it for a storyline, and I want to think she doesn't either. So I can't imagine us moving forward another season even remotely trying to regurgitate this beef that we supposed to have 6 years ago. Like, it's just crazy to me. At this point, it's dead, it's gone, it's all ash just been sprinkled over the Indian Ocean, honey. It's done. It's not negative about. It's just it's just over. It's done. I felt like this year, for me, Contessa just was like, I don't know, just jump all over the place. To me, it's just like she was just everywhere in everything, everybody's business. Just like, why are you there? Contessa was like inserting herself in it. You can tell the producer said, you gotta really give it your all this season. I mean, this is your season to prove who you are and to prove that you want to be here. Because, baby, every single scene, every situation, she inserted herself in, and it was no different at the reunion. I felt like she just kind of had it out for me this season, out of nowhere, for no reason at all. And I think she was really, really tough and not empathetic at all to Buffy. And it was just crazy to me. Like, as a woman, you want your husband to be empathetic to you. You want people to be sympathetic to your situation. But then you come with a group of women and you acting like G.I. Jane. Like, girl, this is not the Army. It was team too much. I was just shocked, and I didn't have the patience for it. The Simone and Jackie beef, for me, I'm really not sure where I stand and how I feel about it. I honestly wasn't sure if it was genuine, if they just felt like it was time to have a fallout, or if it was something that truly has been brewing for a while and they just was sweeping it under the rug on the show. I think anytime you're friends with somebody and then there's a third friend to come along, like Heavenly, I think that the threesome kind of becomes, there's going to be some issues. So I do think that part is kind of real, but I don't see them being broke up for too long. I think, hell, at the break of the reunion, they was hugging and right back together or pretending to be. So I think that they'll be fine. And I think, you get at a certain age, you realize you're going to have differences, and they smart enough to know you can't draw it out for too long. So I'm not sure how I feel about their beef, if that's what we even call it. But I think that they definitely have seemed like they were going in different directions. But I've always felt like it, and I didn't know if they were like, and I've always, even though I casted the ladies, at some point I started to feel like the producers would have Simone as the Mariah and Toya handler and Jackie as the Quad and Heavenly handler. I've always kind of felt like that. They were purposely positioned on each team. So that's why I question how genuine the divide is. I can't see yet. I have to see how it all plays out, or if it plays out, or if I really even care. Heavenly was kind of quiet this year, and I was trying to figure out why, because it didn't seem like, she had a different position and took a different perspective, and I figured out why. I don't think she knows how to enunciate words with her new teeth. You have to do a speech class after you get them crowns or veneers. So I figured out that she can't pronounce things and her diction is just not on point with the new teeth. So I don't think she's quiet because she wants to be. Maybe she's quiet because she has to be until she figures out how to get that speech together. I'll teach you, girl. I'll teach you how to do with the new teeth, Evelyn. After 7 seasons, I think it's truly a blessing to say that we've been around this long and have a few more coming, hopefully. I think it's huge that we kept a lot of ladies that was on my original pilot, which was me, Simone, Jackie, Quad, and Toya. Heavenly actually was on the pilot, but she wasn't on the first season because the producers decided to go in a different direction. Then she got herself together, lost weight, probably got, you know, things in her life together, and she came on second season, which was a good addition to the show. It brought something different, a different element. But I think that now I am looking forward to a little change. You know, I think we need a challenge, and I want to see more of them deep diving into personal lives like mine. Like, I think the point I am disappointed is I did this show to highlight women that are doing well, educated ladies that are married to medicine and our connection to medicine. And when we lose that, I believe we lose the heart and soul of this show. That's why I am so adamant about people being married and actually being families connected to medicine with the show. And I also did the show because I have a beautiful multicultural family, and I wanted people to see that side, how tough it is to balance family life, the diversity of it all, and I would like to see them actually explore that.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys. You're great. What about with the men? It would take some men.
Yeah, get them in.
I know, right? After you know what you do.
So that's what I can tell you. That's what we know about her. So
You're
it's
right.
like
Child, you view the situation.
yeah, you gotta, you know, it's, you know what? It's
Lower
good.
my
It's,
expectation.
Yeah.
Expect
You know.
nothing.
Okay.
We did it.
Well,
You
I'm
did
ready
it.
to
You
have
did a
to
good
dread
job. It's done.
It's
We good.
over.
It's over.
You did great.
Woo-hoo.
I'm very
Let's
proud
get
of you.
undressed and
I'm proud of you.
yeah, out there.
Sit back here. I'm proud of me too.
You want to come out on the stage a few times, didn't you? I tried to walk out there, they're like, sit down. Like, good.
Good.
You did good.
No, you did great. That's great.
You was nervous.
I was nervous on that one.
You thought Lake was gonna go out there.
Oh
I
my
thought she was gonna
God.
go out there.
Yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
happy,
Good.
babe. You was kind of in bodyguard, babe. Good job.
Look, I
It's
was
all good.
almost out there,
It's
and
all
I
good.
said, Blake, turn around. Like,
It's all good.
Good job. You
It's
have
all
to talk
good.
to yourself
Blake,
sometimes.
Blake,
As long as you
sit
don't
down.
answer.
There's more strength in being still.
The reunion is done. I'm happy. I got a piece of cheese. I'm about to go have some real food. And that is Reunion Take 6, Married to Medicine, Season 7. Baby, people so fake and phony.
Okay, cool. We're good. We're good.
I see. Hopefully, I see you season 8 with a lot more realness. Come on, Jamie. Let's go eat.
We're in New York City, just had a long day filming the Married to Medicine Season 7 reunion. When I tell you we started at 6 a.m., I don't even know what time it is, what day it is, but we are exhausted. But it's a hell of a reunion, and I think a lot of the truth is going to come to the forefront.
Yep.
You'll see the people that are reaching for straws, and some that are reaching for the stars. Some that are reaching for straws to hold on by a string. They need to be cut off and let go. And some that will keep thriving and moving on and pushing through. Married to Medicine Season 7. From your creator, executive producer, Mr. Meraki. Mr. Meraki Huck. Yes. Okay, see you later.